Welcome to our show, Hong Kong Brief. I'm your host, Jenny. Today, we're diving into some exciting stories shaping our city. First up, Hong Kong is becoming a magnet for affluent families looking to establish family offices. With over 160 newly established offices in just 2 years, the government is rolling out tax incentives and revamped investment schemes to enhance its appeal as a wealth management hub. This surge is set to position Hong Kong as a leader in global wealth management, surpassing even Switzerland by 2027. Next, we have an inspiring tale of determination as Kevin Field, a 28-year-old from Hong Kong, embarks on an ambitious ultramarathon challenge. Running 50 kilometers every day for a week, he aims to raise 35,000 Hong Kong dollars for refugees and asylum seekers. Despite the tough training conditions, including a torrential downpour, Kevin is pushing his limits and already has raised nearly 11,000 Hong Kong dollars. His journey is a testament to resilience and the power of community support. Lastly, let's talk about the growing trend of longevity wellness. With the global wellness economy booming, experts are advocating for innovative approaches that blend physical and cognitive health to enhance our lifespans. New initiatives in Hong Kong are exploring treatments like hyperbaric oxygen therapy, promising to improve health outcomes for aging adults. As we navigate these exciting developments, it's clear that maintaining a healthy lifestyle is key to thriving in our golden years. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. South China Morning Post reports on Hong Kong's ambitious strategy to attract the world's wealthiest families through the establishment of family offices. With government initiatives introduced at the Wealth for Good and Hong Kong Summit, including tax incentives and streamlined regulations, the city aims to become a global hub for family wealth management. William Louis Lycoon, a descendant of the Kowloon motor bus founder, highlights the impact of these measures, stating that many affluent families are expanding their philanthropic efforts in Hong Kong. The city has already seen the establishment of over 2,700 single-family offices, with the government targeting at least 200 by 2025, showcasing Hong Kong's appeal as a premier destination for family offices globally. South China Morning Post features Kevin Field, a determined runner from Hong Kong, who is taking on an extraordinary challenge of running 50 kilometers daily for a week to raise funds for Run Hong Kong, a charity supporting refugees and asylum seekers. Field's training journey, which began with a half marathon, has pushed him to new limits as he prepares for the grueling 350 kilometers challenge. With a goal to raise 35,000 Hong Kong dollars, he draws inspiration from the resilience of those he aims to help, emphasizing that his endeavor is about motivating others to overcome their own hurdles. Despite the physical toll, including a memorable run in torrential rain, Field remains optimistic and focused on the impact of his charity work. South China Morning Post explores the rising trend of longevity wellness, where fitness and cognitive health intersect to enhance lifespan and health span. As the global wellness economy continues to grow, innovative centers like Chi Longevity with Sparked in Singapore are leading the way by combining physical exercise with cognitive training to improve overall well-being. Meanwhile, 10x Longevity in Hong Kong offers treatments like hyperbaric oxygen therapy and contrast therapy, aiming to rejuvenate the body and support healthy aging. These wellness spaces reflect a broader understanding that both physical and cognitive health are essential for longevity, encouraging individuals to adopt holistic approaches for a healthier, longer life. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong is striving to eliminate the 10% no-show rate for free radiology services by introducing a co-payment model for non-urgent scans like CT and MRI. Dr. Michael Wong Lapgate from the Hospital Authority emphasized that this model would remain affordable, as the government would continue to subsidize most costs. With an aging population and increasing chronic illnesses among the youth, the demand for radiology services is surging, creating significant pressure on the healthcare system. Wang noted that in the previous year, 10% of patients failed to attend their appointments without notifying hospitals, resulting in wasted time slots. The proposed fees aim to encourage patients to value their bookings, with the collected funds reinvested into the healthcare system to support those in critical need. South China Morning Post highlights the challenges facing Kirsty Coventry, the newly elected president of the International Olympic Committee, as she navigates complex geopolitical issues and the quest for gender equality in sports. As the youngest and first female president from Africa, Coventry's election has been met with enthusiasm, particularly from nations like China and Russia, which see potential for collaboration. Coventry, a decorated swimmer, has expressed her commitment to maintaining the IOC's neutrality amidst political tensions, while also addressing the inclusion of athletes from conflict-affected regions. She faces the daunting task of managing relationships with influential figures, including Donald Trump, particularly regarding the contentious issue of transgender athletes, which she plans to tackle through collective decision-making with international federations. The Globe and Mail reflects on the decline of Hudson's Bay Company, a national retail icon that recently received court approval for liquidation. Once a symbol of Canadian identity, the retailer's demise has not sparked the same sense of loss as past closures of other iconic stores, such as Eaton's. The author, Jessica Johnson, recounts the Bay's journey from a thriving department store to its struggles with leadership changes, failed acquisitions, and a failure to adapt to the e-commerce landscape. The pandemic exacerbated these challenges, but the author suggests that the evolution of Canadian retail is not a tragedy, rather, it opens the door for new enterprises that reflect the country's diverse and modern identity. Johnson envisions a future where a new Canadian department store, rooted in local ownership and responsive to consumer needs, could emerge, emphasizing the need for innovation and community focus in retail. SCMP opinion. In Hong Kong, the government is launching a series of drone pilot projects aimed at fostering a low-altitude economy, which promises to revolutionize various sectors such as food delivery, emergency services, and infrastructure inspection. Among the 38 approved trials, drones will deliver meals from the Science Park to Ma On Shan Park, and CLP Power will utilize drones for inspecting power lines. These initiatives are designed to gather data and experience, paving the way for more sophisticated drone operations in the future. Chief Executive John Lee Kochiu emphasized that the low-altitude economy is not just a dream but a tangible opportunity for growth, and while challenges remain, they can be addressed through technological advancements and policy support. South China Morning Post. Nate Vance, cousin of U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance, has publicly criticized his relative's treatment of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky during a White House meeting. Nate, a former Marine who served in Ukraine, expressed disappointment over J.D.'s remarks about Zelensky, calling the meeting an ambush of absolute dishonesty. Despite attempts to reach out to J.D. for a discussion on Ukraine, he received no response. J.D. has since downplayed the situation, stating he prefers not to engage in public disputes with family. Their relationship, once close during childhood holidays, has become strained over differing views on politics and the war in Ukraine, highlighting a complex dynamic between family ties and political discourse. South China Morning Post. Rachel Zegler, the star of Disney's live-action Snow White, comes from a supportive family background that has played a significant role in her burgeoning career. Born to Colombian immigrant Gina and construction worker Craig Zegler, Rachel's parents have always encouraged her passion for acting, with her mother even leaving her teaching job to support Rachel during her early career. The recent premiere of Snow White has been overshadowed by tensions between Rachel and her co-star Gal Gadot regarding political issues, yet the film has received positive reviews. Rachel's parents, who instilled strong values in her and her sister Jacqueline, continue to celebrate their daughter's achievements, showcasing the deep familial bonds that have shaped Rachel's journey in the entertainment industry. South China Morning Post: the alarming loss of glaciers globally is hitting Asia particularly hard, as the region faces the dual threats of rising sea levels and rapid deglaciation. Over the past 3 decades, the Earth has shed more than 14 trillion tons of ice, with projections indicating that significant losses to polar ice sheets are imminent. This has serious implications for low-lying nations and the indigenous peoples of polar regions, as well as for the billions who rely on glacial meltwater for fresh water. The World Glacier Monitoring Services has reported a staggering 9 trillion tons of ice loss from mountain glaciers since 1975, which is equivalent to a massive ice block the size of Germany. As glaciers continue to retreat, the impact on agriculture, energy supplies, and water availability will become increasingly dire, particularly in Asia, where major river basins support vast populations and economic activities. Nikkei Asia: in a recent annual general meeting, Kao Corporation's shareholders sided with management, rejecting activist investor Oasis Management's proposals aimed at restructuring the company. Despite Oasis's push for changes, including the election of outside directors and higher compensation for them, Kao's management received overwhelming support for their plans, which focus on global expansion and structural reforms. Kao's revenue has shown growth, but its international performance lags behind competitors like L'Oréal. The company's strategy involves significant investments in key brands to double its market reach by 2027. While some shareholders expressed disappointment with the management's performance, the traditional Japanese business culture favors relationship building over confrontation, making a compromise between Oasis and Kao's management a possibility for the future. South China Morning Post: Robert De Niro's son, Aaron Kendrick, recently made headlines for his striking new look, showcasing long pink dreadlocks and heeled combat boots during a public appearance with his father in New York City. Born in 1995, Aaron is one of De Niro's rarely seen children, alongside his twin brother Julian, who has gained recognition for his role as a young Barack Obama. While Aaron has maintained a low profile, his recent transformation has sparked discussions online, with some speculating about his gender identity, although he has not publicly identified as transgender. De Niro has previously spoken about the challenges of raising biracial children, highlighting the different experiences they face. As a father of 7, De Niro continues to navigate his family life while balancing his prominent career in Hollywood, recently welcoming a daughter with his current partner, Tiffany Chen. South China Morning Post: the M+ Museum in Hong Kong is hosting a groundbreaking exhibition titled Picasso for Asia, A Conversation, which runs until July 13. This exhibition aims to delve deeper into the enigmatic persona of Pablo Picasso, moving beyond the commodified image that often overshadows his artistry. Co-curated by François Darroux from the Musée National Picasso Paris, the exhibition juxtaposes Picasso's works with those of over 30 Asian artists, creating a dialogue that transcends time and culture. The exhibition challenges the conventional narrative surrounding Picasso, revealing the complexities of his character and artistic influences. Darrow emphasizes that while many labels have been attached to Picasso, understanding him requires looking beyond these stereotypes to uncover the true essence of the artist. The exhibition not only showcases Picasso's masterpieces but also highlights the connections between his work and that of contemporary Asian artists, providing a fresh perspective on his legacy and influence. South China Morning Post: Owen Cooper, a 15-year-old actor from Northern England, is making waves in the entertainment industry with his debut role as Jamie in the Netflix series Adolescence. This gripping crime drama has received critical acclaim, boasting a 100% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Cooper's journey into acting is remarkable, as he only recently discovered his passion for the craft, initially aspiring to be a footballer. His natural talent has impressed both critics and the show's director, Philip Barantini, who praised Cooper's ability to embody authenticity in his performance. Following his success in adolescence, Cooper is set to star alongside Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie in a highly anticipated adaptation of Wuthering Heights, demonstrating that this young talent's career is just beginning to take off. With his relatable background and newfound fame, Cooper is quickly becoming a household name in the entertainment world. Foreign policy. The discourse surrounding China's potential for democratization is complex and multifaceted, with scholars divided on the relevance of modernization theory in the current political landscape. While some argue that economic development fosters democratic values, others contend that the Chinese Communist Party's (CCP) authoritarian grip has stifled any meaningful democratic progress. Despite the harsh realities of repression and surveillance under Xi Jinping's regime, there are signs of a burgeoning demand for democratic ideals among the Chinese populace, particularly among the middle class. Analysts point to incidents like the 2022 White Paper protests as evidence of a growing desire for change, suggesting that public opinion could play a pivotal role in shaping China's political future. While the immediate prospects for democratization seem bleak, the underlying currents of discontent and aspirations for rights may eventually challenge the status quo, indicating that the hope for a more democratic China should not be entirely dismissed. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Great dragon wakes ancient streets, leading change with modern beats. Cities rise and towers peak, new dawn breaking, bold and sleek. From the Great Wall to Shanghai, progress moves as kites fly high. Tech and trade, it's all in play, future shines brighter every day. Great dragon roars, change the cars, marching strong with mighty force. New era, new wave, fast-paced day, history made in full display. Politicians make their plea, voices blend in harmony. Policies for growth and peace, ambitions never cease. Dreams of silk and digital, bridging gaps from old to new. Fortunes build and bonds renew, nations strengthen, bold review. Traditions hold, but minds explore, east meets west and knowledge door. Complex world they navigate, China's power demonstrates. From the Great Wall to Shanghai, progress moves as kites fly high. Tech and trade, it's all the play, future shines brighter every day. Great dragon roars, change the course, marching strong with mighty force. New era, new way, fast-paced day, history made in bold display. Politicians make their plea, voices blend in harmony. Policies for growth and peace, ambitions their growth and peace. New era, new way, fast-paced day, history made in bold display. History made in bold display. Politicians make their plea, voices blend in harmony. Policies for growth and peace, ambitions never cease. Dreams of silk and digital, bridging gaps from old to new. Fortunes build and bonds renew, nations strength and bold review. Traditions hold but minds explore. East meets west at knowledge door. Complex world they navigate. China's power never cease. Dreams of silk and digital, bridging gaps from old to new. Fortunes build and bonds renew. Nations strength and bold review. Traditions hold but